Miss him? I'm gonna... All right. Should be up and going again. Probably Macquarie again. No bites? So sorry, but I don't know why, but after 3.5 hours, that first one stream died, although there was some fish on it. So this is the second stream we got now going. And unfortunately, I can't just click back onto that URL, mainly because the internet's a bastard. That's generally. Oh, was that in? No, I think that was weed. Sinks into that weed. It's anyone's game. Although when it comes back like that, maybe it wasn't the weed. Oh well. We're just finishing up a few boats here. Then we're going to smash Brian's favourite flat. Where there's no big ones, they're only 28s to 30s, so we'll take those. So how far do you live from here? Okay. Let's just do these last two bolts. Oh, okay. How's that place fishing all right? It's just got footballs in it, from what I've seen. Yeah. Bad. So the worse the road, the better the fishing. You're so bad, you're not going to go up there. Yeah. That cast was great until I screwed with it. Oh, go you loser. Caught the fly screen. That'd be great, thanks. One boat, get closer. It's only like one tiny bit. There it is. Just hang in there. Thank you. Since we're here, let's have a throw down there. One fish coming out for that. All right, let's do the last boat. Where's the anchor block? Down here somewhere. So what do you say? Okay, shallow cranks on this flat. And we're going to go between that And the nav markers? Nice. All right, 38 fork length. Give us a nice kicker, please. It's weed. Motor over there. What's that?
Someone over there.
I don't think it's one of our guys. It's just someone mucking around. And in related news, it's a flat. You can put heaps of boats on a flat. All right, I like learning new spots. I didn't do any flats fishing yesterday. I normally fish the ones in front of Swansea.
Yep.
But it was a bit rugged on them yesterday.
Yeah,
that
right.
wind had got up. It was oof.
Even worse than the last time you fished here and got it right at the last.
Nah, it was like that. That was grouse.
That was, wasn't it?
Poor old, I saw who I was with that day, Simon Martin. He didn't have any fish, and I hooked that fish and said, "Sorry, dude, you're going to get a late penalty too." And he did. It was like 1 minute late. And I made him run up and put it on. What a bastard. So we want to straight towards those navies. All right. This to me looks perfect for stick minnow. Yep, awesome. This looks like the Barrenjoey car park actually, down in Sydney. The car park. A long cast of the sticky. Let it sink for 3 seconds and how far should I go in? A bit further? Much further? Okay. Because that wind's going to push it that way. So I'll just keep on tickling us across this way. Seen a lot of fish on the live scope, sort of scattered across here. Oh yeah. Oh, look at the toppy out. Get the toppy out. Saw him down there. That's probably 3. Yep. It's all designed to. Oh, there's one. Oh, came out. I didn't even see it either. I just felt it. On top water. Oh, I see that one. That's a good fish. He belted it. Yep. Got it now. Yep. I'll just put. I don't think this is a big one. It's not as big as the first one that pounded it. I don't think this needs a net, this one. Yeah. That is an upgrade. It's all right, but I don't. He's a weed bed fish, that one, isn't he? The Sammy. I was just about to give up on the top water too. Thinking, oh, maybe it's not the right thing to throw. Maybe it is the right thing to throw. You see the strike of the one before this that hit it?
Yeah, I saw the.
It was like that. It was. What have I got in there? A 27. Oh, great. Now I've got to play the game. Who's got the biggest 27? Oh, 27 and a half. All right. Let's pull it out. We'll have a little situation for this. I don't want You're up. You're up. Yep. All right, where's the other 27? What's this one? Yep. So let's get the two 27s. Fish on? No. Yes, you have. Yeah. Let's take and drag.
No, it was weed.
Huh. Come on, jackass. Open your mouth. I'm going to shove a big bit of plastic in there. All right, so it looks like that one's heavier. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Definitely that one's the heaviest, so I'll keep that. I'll let this one go. That one's heavier. Just keep that one in your pie hole because I'm going to upgrade you soon anyway. With any joy. How did I just screw that up? So the reason I put the pole down is often that might have been a school of fish there. Yep. So we can, we might be able to catch another one out of it. Oh yeah, if they eat on top water like this is grouse. I could do this for the afternoon. Definitely that was not the big one that ate it. was fishing a topwater one morning on Barrenjoey Flats down in the Hawkesbury, and I had a fish hit it. I swore it was a kingfish, and it was a 39 fork length brim. He hit it. He was like doing a half thing. It says, "Oh, I want to get that lure back. I'll fight him." And he came in, and it turns out I go, "Holy hell! It's the most turbocharged brim I've ever hooked." Now we got 27 and a half, a 28, a 29, a 30, and a 30 and a half. That's 2 3/4, I reckon. The brim will be just like roaming around here in packs, won't they? Yeah, just six here, six. That's what it's like. Nah, but you'd catch them. That's why it's important to get that long cast, isn't it? Because they don't come near the boat. Yep. I reckon the biggest yellowfin brim I've ever seen was in the lake at Foster. I was fishing with my brother Timmy, and just sort of stuff like this, about a metre deep, weedy water. And it was the same thing. It came up behind and it hit the lure, and I said, that was like greeny bronze. So it must have been a kingfish. And it was just it had a mouth on it like this, I reckon. It looked awesome. It came up 3 times, and the third time you could see the lure go in its mouth eating it. It wasn't me casting, I think it was Timmy casting. And it went down and he struck it and it just came straight out again. It's like, no. Never got it. Like, wanted that fish. Don't worry, I've still got the GPS mark. I know exactly where it is. I keep on fishing that mark. It's just something had to hold it here. Yep, every time I have a throw of it. It was a giant. Someone's crab pot floats, are they, those things? Catch blue swimmers up here? Come on, another pack of those brimbies, please. The wolf pack. Yep. Oh, yeah, so we can go all the way through to the other one? Awesome. Can't really see my top water up there in the way the light is. It's just pausing and waiting for a splash. Yeah. There's one. The one had a go. I don't know if to should I keep moving or stop it with these guys. Small fish. Pike. Mm-hmm. More in winter than summer you get?
Yeah, I would say big ones.
Oh, didn't put it in. Lucky you didn't put it in my hand, mate. Lucky you got thick old leathery skin. Wouldn't have been real happy then. Old slither guts. So for the live viewers, we're fishing a little flat near Belmont. This is, isn't it? And only about that deep of water, half a rod of water. Brian's throwing his little black crank. You got an orange one on now, eh? All right. Orange crank. Throwing at top water. Had a really big blow up before. It was awesome. Weed. Yeah, this is good weed. You can sort of comes out. It's funny how there's sort of dead patches and live patches of it. Sort of looks dead in here, but then you get to the next patch, it's all green again. Bite. I saw that. I saw your rod tip. He should come back. Is that orange? You do a rod at orange? Wow. Orange. Yep. Goes good. Orange, and I'm throwing a Lucky Craft Sammy, like a 65mm or something. Looks like it's trying to fine up, eh? Yeah. Look over there, and it's fine day with cloud. Yep. Ooh, landed right near that shag. Throwing this Sammy on a Freems 3000 actually. It's quite a big one. And the 7'8" crab rod, so I can throw it a fair old hike. Because when you're in 2 foot of crystal clear water, you don't want to be near them. You want to be away from your lure. Ah, yep. It's all green again now, that weed. I'm a big fan of fishing the wash of boats like that. On that Swansea channel that goes through the weed bed there, you throw behind all the boats and bang, you get them, yep. Like the brim, because they're stirring up the bottom in that shallow channel. I wonder if we should be slightly deeper. I think we've got the bites in maybe half a foot deeper water than this. I don't know. Yeah, I wonder if that's what we should. Is that what you aim for when you're fishing here or not? Just, just on the weed. Yeah. Who knows? We'll keep on going all the way through to that mark. It's going to get across here. So those navigation channel markers mean nothing. It's exactly the same flat the whole way through. Yeah. Yeah. You can see the tracks here where boats have ploughed their way out. That one looks like it was a twin leg cruiser because there's two parallel running out, and you can see him coming. And you can see him turning. Oh, here it is. You can see it here. I can see that on the live scope. See the two. Yep. Come and have a look. You can see it clear as day on the front. See that? You can see the two, and that is those two breaks in the weed. So that's pretty cool. Yep. Whoa. Keep the gas on and turn hard. Come on, you big old units. I know you're on here. Find a patch of them somewhere. It's going to turn the nose that way because then it sort of drifts the boat towards that marker. It actually is deeper, much deeper here than it is between the nav markers. It's the shallowest bit. See fish on the live scope here. It's the first time I've seen them since we started the drift. See shadows darting around. Yep, she's scooting around. My brother and I fished that tournament at Foster where we saw that massive bream. We were in a teams tournament. One of us had thrown the big Dog X popper, and the other one had the stick minnow for after it. So when a big one would throw in, and there's always a pack, as they're chomping on it, you throw the stick minnow in behind it, and that your stick minnow, you always catch one. And then half the time you'd get another one on the top water anyway. So the moral of the story is if I do hook one on a top water, throw over it and get in there. Worst that can happen is it tangles the line, you just free spool. No, you just free spool it. You just free spool it and it comes in. Oh, what's that down there? I'd say it was a turtle if I was home. Come on, you tease me with one big blow up and then nothing. Come on. Dirty teasers. need. You nearly need for this stuff here, you need to get one of your bibs and like file it down a bit so it just goes a little bit shallower again. Yeah. Let's try the other top water. This is the Rocky Craft Gunfish. Mm. Looks so good, this bottom. Another set of tracks going in. Had some good sessions down in Salts Bay on the other side of the bridge. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I had good sessions on. Big old salmon. And when you're from Queensland and you don't catch those things, they're great. Yeah. They're about 3 kilos each and you can catch it. We had the squid rods out and the biggest poppers we could find. Ah, they're awesome. We had a few years where they got up to Queensland, like we were catching them up there. And then they started netting them again and now we don't get them anymore again. I just reckon there's not many on here. Maybe they stack up here in a northerly. If that's what it was blowing, you know, if you blew from here across back the other way, blowing a different wind. Yep. Mm. Yeah. Well, I reckon they hang on this sort of stuff all day. Yeah. Some fish going that way. That's their mullet or brim. Hey. Hello. That's a trumpeter. Can I weigh him in, Dad? Yes, no worries. Chuck her in the bucket. We might go next, we'll go to those boats on the other side of the yacht club and I might crankbait them and you can throw a plucky or something, that stick minnowy thing on the ones because they're close together. We'll see if we can work out a pattern to get them going. Because now there's a bit of sun out, I like the idea of fishing boats. I think it pushes them back underneath. All right, let's get out of here. It had potential, that. Oh yeah, that's got to get in the zone. Have a leak. It's about 11:30, so you've still got plenty of time. Well, maybe it could be on Queenslander, so I have it here. No, 11:30. My time says 10:20 from Queensland, so go to. So for the live viewers, you found the second stream. Good on you. Don't know why it stopped. Just stops sometimes. Just fish flats. Had a got an upgrade fish and had a real big fish blow up on top water, but then we did another 800 metres of flat and it sucks. So we're gonna. Sun's coming out now. Gonna try some boats. Moored boats. I actually want to fish. I'll fish the ones on this side first, where there's not as many boats, and they're harder to fish. They're a pain in the ass. All right. Nice rock bar in here. Might also be sandwich time. It's good to have the power pole to hold on to it so you don't fall in when you're having a leak. Right, let's crankbait it. Seems to be a lot of weeds still in the water here. The old danger marker's a bit too far in, isn't it? It's like if you can go around the outside of the marker and still crack on that reef. There's the, I think that's the mooring buoy for it here. I'm good, thanks. Yep. I'll smash your Mars bar when we get a limit. Got to get your limit. Hungry fisherman's a good fisherman. Thought we might be able to pinch a bonus fish off the rock bar here. Still a bit of wind blowing on it. Bouncing across some good gear. All right, we're going to go and hit some of these moored boats. How are we going to fish this? Might have to come up from behind them and throw inside. Might be difficult if we hook something up on this. Throw the crabby crab on that. Let's go over top me. Get in there. Oh, there's a boat in here. Yeah. Another Happy Gilmore moment. Any boats near? Nah, it's all right. No worries. Oh, Brim followed that up. Why would it follow it and not eat it at the first place? Let's we'll get out of here. He was fishing here before us.
Comfy, isn't it?
Oh, the sea deck, yeah.
Love it.
It dries quick, that's the thing. If it was, we'd be splashing around in the wet carpet otherwise. That's the main reason I do it. All right, where to now? We'll go to the other Belmont boats over there. Or will we? Driver, 57%. I'm gonna have to pull my boat out anyway. trying to do both days on one, or 3 days on one tank of fuel.
Oh, yeah.
Don't think it's going to work. So I might run down to Cam's Wharf End. I've got some big ones there last year.
Yep.
And if it sucks, we can fish the Swansea Flats on the way home.
Yep. Where you heading now, down that way?
Fair way.
Yep.
Yeah, tie him in might be easy. Actually, I wonder if I can buy fuel on the water anywhere. There's got,
Man, there would be. Maybe one over there. That wharf over there, a fuel depot.
yeah, I'm wondering. I don't remember seeing it. I fished it yesterday on the outside.
Yeah, I'm trying to think where else would be.
I might have turned that off before, but I turned it back on. They're all good.
Never fished here before.
I fished here first time last year, or last time we were here,
Yep.
and got about a 1.4 something kegger off one of these boats. That's why we're coming down here. It's like, oh well, better have a look at it. I fished that bank there yesterday with topwater, and it was reasonably interesting. Had to come and have a look. There's a boat ramp just around the corner. Yeah. Yeah, if you wanted to, you could always, literally just around that rock point there, there's a real shallow boat ramp. So maybe we'll work up. I'm going to work into the wind so we can work these boats there. I think we work them better into the wind than with it. But we'll fish the bank a little bit up to there.
Yep.
I just reckon these spots will get a bit less pressure because no one normally comes down here much. Including me until last year. Now it's like, why didn't I go there before? Beautiful breeze now, just white capping a little up the middle there. I thought it was going to be a bit rougher than that actually, coming through the middle where all the boat washers and everything meet. Oh, I didn't get into it then. It's got another 30 k's an hour in it. Yeah. I just drive it for comfort. Comfort and not dying. It's pretty high on the agenda nowadays. Let's not throw anything near that inflatable thing. Hey. Got on the front of one of those things. I like it. Go over top me. Get that in there. All right. Haven't been busted off the whole time actually by fishing this joint. I'm just trying to tempt one to prove me wrong. Looks good, doesn't it? Slight tinge to the water down here. Look at that tinny on the slides. All right, let's go to these boats. Oh, put a bit of extra stink on. Oh, there's a white pilchard there that Taylor must have spat up yesterday. Look at that.
Really?
It dried out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, 11 foot. There's two fish on, I can see two fish swimming along the anchor line of this on the live scope, yep. They're not bream, they're too big for bream. Alright, let's get up there. Wonder how many of those things are sitting around Australia rotting away, the old birdies. It's blowing a bit, eh? We'll go get it. We'll get it. Now we'll get it on the way through. I saw what happened there. It's like, what's the chances of that happening? You should be able to just top it off with the rod tip. There you go. Still a little bit breezy down here, isn't it? I'll swing it around. Hold on, swing the nose around, otherwise you'll get cut off. You might be able to throw one up the side. I think the crab's not giving me any love this event. One of the water temp's too warm or something. Get more attention on the slower sinking baits. Let's crankbait it. Oof, what was that? Scared them fish. Nah, I don't know if it's my lure scaring them or something that came to look at my lure was scaring them. I haven't seen many on the live scope under these boats. All right, we'll go to old yellow up to the houseboat here. And if they suck, we're going to move. So I'm not seeing any on the live scope and I'm not seeing any biting my lures. Seven foot of water here, nice and shallow. There's definitely fish on this boat. I can see them. See them on the live scope. Oh, maybe the leather jacket. There's one following it out. was a few hanging around that. Sure they weren't all leatheries. Bit of weed on the bottom here. Try an aqua. Oh, what did it do? That did bust me off. I wonder if that was a pike or something. Not good. Yeah, it might have. Look, I haven't retied that all day, so that could have been just laziness. But it did bust me off. But it didn't have a scintillating run before it did it. But it was a fish. That's a good start. Actually have an actual fish there. Wow. Again, that was aqua, eh? Aqua gets it. Cranks no, crabs no. Aquas, please, please, please. All about listening to what the fish are telling you they're eating. No, he's telling them what they're eating. They don't agree a lot of the time. Yesterday and today, they've really wanted aquas. But if you look at the fish that are in my limit, they've come on crankbait, topwater, aqua, come on a bit of everything. Houseboat. Did you get a bite? Yeah. Little tap tap, like a snapper bite. Pair of 25s pushing that thing along. It'd get to at least 10 k's an hour, I reckon. Designed by naval architect playing Tetris. Oh, what's that under it? Oh, it's a leather jacket, isn't it? Is that a leather jacket coming up after it? Yeah. No, you can't have it, old mate. Look at that. He's lost the aqua. He's just, screw it, I'm going to eat a bubble. I think leather jackets are perpetually on drugs. It's hydrodynamic as a leather jacket. It's not spectacular up here. It wasn't worth the drive. Should have stayed back where we were. Oh well. That's right. Could have come down here and banged an upgrade and everything's happy. Let's go fish this boat, that boat, and just wondering whether we fish back around the corner. There was a few topwater fish the other day. Or whether we go and fish more boats on that side, but I'm thinking moored boats mightn't be where it's at. Maybe we'll show some topwater. Nice, got them covered, one at one end, one at the other. Just going to sneak the nose around the other side. All right, let's get out of here. This is Junkie McJunkface. Let's go around the corner and we'll just try that top, see if that top water bite still exists from the other day. We'll see if it has departed. It was flogging through here yesterday. Yeah. It was nasty.
Yeah, still one of the other guys, he was up north, and he said it was like just swells.
Fish a couple of I did get a few off these boats yesterday. We'll give that a crack, and we'll fish this banking along. It's got a bit of rock on it. Then we'll start working our way back that way. The weigh-in's only just around the corner of Wangi there, so.
What time are we today?
2. 2 o'clock. I'd be 2 o'clock anyway. Even on when I get 2:45, I get 2 o'clock. Yep. So you got to do your damage before then. We'll get Dan trained up. He'll do the weigh-ins one day. These are a lot deeper, these boats, but I'm still going to fish shallow on them because I think the fish are hanging up under them. $16-foot. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. That's an abort mission. It's heavy on that one. Heavy leader. What's that one? Also looks heavy. No, it's all good. I need a braid one. I've got heaps of rods and reels. Just need the right combination. And the combination I want is probably which one? Maybe that one. Try sticky. That's the easiest thing. I know where they are. They're in the rod locker here. That's where I saw the ones I need. Oh, it's not close. Oh, fish the sticky. Another leathery under the front there. Minding his own business. It's on the back corner there, are they brim? All right, three ones on the end, and then we're top ordering for a bit. Top order to that point, I reckon. If it's good, we'll jump some points, and if it sucks, we'll go up to the Swansea Flats, and we'll just try and get you a few legals before we're done, because it's what time now? 12:20 an hour. Got about an hour and a half left. So it should take us half an hour to do this, and then we'll spend the best part of an hour on the flats there. Should give us a big drift of it. I sort of know where to drift, I think, from the grand final here a few years ago. Oof. Yeah. Bet you Jamie's fishing the bridge again today. He's going to try and make it work. If there's anyone that can make it work, he can make it work. He'll just stay there all day to try and get 5 big old bites. Shallower boat seas, only 10 foot of water here. That's exactly how you get them on the stick, minnow. You wind up the slack. It's not big. I don't think it's big. Oh, it's getting bigger. Nah, I don't know if it's an upgrade or not, but I still don't want the yacht between me and it. It's only on 2 pound line, so that's why everything seems like it's a marlin. All of them behind him too. Yeah, no brim anywhere. Then you hook one and there's brim following him. Just going to get away from that boat. Might be an upgrade, who knows? Wow, look how deep he's got it. I can't even see the lure. Have another throw down there. He's had a few mates with him. That could be an upgrade. He's a big-headed fish. Oh, that's sticky as down the pie hole. But you know what? I fish barbless hooks on these, which is very handy. He's not bleeding, so let's see if we can get it out. this one out. There's the second one out, and he's not bleeding. A sticky. It's going to be 27 or 28 or something. He's 30 and a half. But he's not fat like the other 30 we got. And I know that this is the one I want to take out. Pretty sure he is.
Make the wrong one.
He's 27. That'll do. I couldn't be bothered digging in there. If I get back and I find a 25, I'll... Nice. A little pimp stick minnow with some little red TMK barbless trebles that I stashed and bought. And you can still get them. That's what the stick minnow is all about, the fish hooking themselves. So it would have just been floating down there, he would have got it, they would have fought for it, might want to spot it out, and another want to eat it. And then they hook themselves because there's two trebles on it. And then when you wind up, they're like, all done. So as usual, the shallower boats are better because they're all 15 foot, these ones. As soon as this one was 10 foot, game on. That's why he came in easy at the start, because he was just like, get it out of me face. Get in there. Go for it. I aborted mission. Hear the cicadas going? That's why I heard they were going again yesterday. That's why I'm thinking, ooh, top water. And then over on that side, out of the wind, the bellbirds yesterday were going crazy. There was hundreds of them. Hundreds of bellbirds of all things. It's weird how sometimes they eat crabs, sometimes they eat aquas, and some tournaments. Had an Oz Open a few years ago where I fished a whole run of boats, my favourite boats with crabs, and never caught a fish. Came back to them at the end of the session, fished them with stick minnows, and caught 10 fish. So I guarantee the fish were there. It's like sometimes they're eating bait fish and sometimes they're eating crustaceans. How good does this look through here? That's why I had to fish it yesterday. I go, that's too good not to fish. All right, let's go and hoik a toppy or something like that, eh? Let's do that. Was that? Yeah. Oh, you'll split heaps on here because of all the sand on it. Oh, look at him. That's a whiting, actually. That's not a bream. They're bream those now. The first one I had, it was a whiting, though. They're only little fellas. Hey, you missed the lure, mate. Oof, there's a big one. Well, that might have been a flathead, that, actually. Some mullet going along. Mullet. It's two different lakes, isn't it? One side of the point, she's windy and a bit chopped up. This side, it's crystal. Hey, look at the bream coming out of there, spooked out. Is that one behind mine? Oh, boil. Go on, eat it. I don't think they're too big. Micros. Long Tom. Get off it. Get off it. How are all these big razor clams in this joint, eh? There's heaps. Wouldn't go walking around the shallows with no shoes on, that's for sure. Come on, eat it. If you're all added together, you might be an upgrade. Look at him. Oh, he's keen. That one's hot. He's never going to eat it. He's all talk, no action. I reckon the best attractor for a big bream is some little bream pecking at your lure. Yep. Couple little old bombies there. Oops, I missed them by a mile. Hey, Taylor. Oh, are they? Yeah, they're Taylor, I think. Are they Taylor? Or are they just crate going nuts? No, it doesn't look like a Taylor, doesn't it? No, it's a bream. They were thumping that thing, whatever was on top. Bream that thinks he's a Taylor. He's got every single treble right in his mouth.
Serious?
Yep. All of them. Where do those pliers go up here? That's loud. Come on, old bean. Get out of your moose. What was that? A bust up. Oh, go and eat it. A little bit more. Actually, it was actually a decent one below him. Of course, he was nowhere to be seen when it got serious. How good does that look? Come on, just one kegger on the top. Just a little kicker. That's the difference between a 3 and a 3.5 kilo bag. Oh, there's a one. Oh, is that a good one? Gonna have to have another throw there now. As I was not working the lure and complaining, I got a bite. All right. Yep, that's what they like. Wolf pack. And nothing. All right, let's get out of here. We're going to run. If there's any good looking points on the way back to the flats, we'll fish those. Otherwise, we're going to go to the flats. See if we can catch us some legals in the boat. Crabby crab can stay there. Sticky man can stay there. So I reckon I've got fish in the live well on stick minnow, top water, aqua and crankbait now. That's how solid your pattern is in this joint. Everything. Bit of everything on everything. The ultimate junk fishing venue. Never fished here in my life. Looks good though. Good as anywhere else. Got a bit of breeze on it. Not too much breeze. It's got a danger marker there. What else can you want? Oh yeah, there's a big rock pile right in front of us. Let's run up on that. Did I just screw that framing up? Probably. Yeah, I bet you that's eaten the odd birdie or two over the years. Right. I really want to hook a big brim on this big rod. I reckon it'd be a good fight on the crab rod. We're just north of Rafferty's for the live viewers on the eastern side of the lake. Massive rock bar here. Looks too clear and too good. Like you probably need more wind on it here. Yeah, I think Mo's right. There's a bit of a gap in it there. It was surrounded by idiot garfish. Some big sandstone boulders dropping in here. It's a bit Hawkesbury like that. I think this looks awesome. Come on, big bruisers, where are you? Big bruisers. How good does this look in here? I reckon it looks ace. It's a tiny bit deep for the top waters. You know, like I'm happy for him to come up 2 or 3 feet, but it drops in about 4 or 5 feet there. So what I'm going to do is pinch this little rod here. We'll put the aqua on that. Where did I put that aqua? Just blew around. Did it put itself on the deck? Let's get a new one out. Let's shout at a new one. Fishing a 5 pound Yamatoyo Chinu Harris leader. You can go pretty hard on them. All right, let's get back in there and do some damage. This is definitely not the aqua rod. First car, oh, fell off. Got follow? Didn't want to commit, or I just had a little one on, so that's good news. They're biting. Let's just get a proper size one to do the biting. Look at that cockleweed down here. Wow, the rocks and cockleweed and everything. This place has got everything. Oh, look at the bait under here. Massive ball of bait. Look at them splitting around the aqua. Oh, I had another bite then. They're right up shallow. I don't know how big that was, but I wasn't expecting the bite. So I'm just throwing it over that cockleweed and then just, yeah, dragging it to the edge and just singing it. But it's just as it gets out of eyesight that they're biting it. Yeah, the bait's everywhere, isn't it? Yep. See how that bait's sort of hanging with us? It's sort of following the boat along. I reckon that's high drive again. Keeps it, it's like, well, I'm going to hang with that school that's going past that looks like a boat. So for the live viewers, we're fishing water about 4 or 5 feet deep, and it tapers up to the bank, and it's all broken weed and rock and sand, so you can sort of see things pretty well. Bit of wind on it, just get some biting, I reckon. Never fished here ever, didn't even fish in the pre-fish, never fished here before, but looks very sort of like a shallow Hawkesbury, Cowan Creek it looks like. And I'm just skipping that aqua out of the shadows and then dropping it when it gets to the edge. And it's coming up to a rock point here, which looks pretty, looks like the shizzle. It's like a broom just came up to that. Did he eat it? He did not. It's getting rockier again now, which I like. See, as soon as I get to the rock, get a bite. Hey, what happened to your rod?
What the noise was.
What happened? Jeez. That isn't good. Well, I'm pretty sure that's a current model. You should be able to get a... We didn't open the hatch on or anything, did we? We got them out of the road, so...
They were all up outside there.
I reckon I might have a couple of those at work that I've reviewed, so if you have trouble getting them to replace that under warranty, sing out and I'll shoot you one of the ones that we got at work. No. If I shut the door on it, then definitely. Let's try a little crankbait for a bit. All right. Whenever you're ready, we're going to go to the flat, I reckon. Don't have to rush because this is still pretty good looking country here, but... All right, it's only K down here we're going. What's that? Yeah, I heard it too. I go, oh, that sounds like a rod. That sounds like a rod tip breaking. All right, last throw of the dice for the last hour. Gonna go and. Not many people have been fishing the flats today. Which model is that?
The brim crank.
Brim crank.
Yeah.
I reckon I got one. I reckon I got one at work.
Yeah, right.
Sing out if you
Yeah,
have
I'll
dramas.
Get the ball anyway.
Yeah. Does not look comfy, that. All right, let's give this an RHG. Red hot go. With the crank, I think, the little black danger crank. So about 4 foot here it is. Wonder if we're a bit deep. This is a line I've drifted before, I ain't got them. In summertime. Seems all right. Always started that middle one there was about right. It's about halfway between the real shallow stuff and the deep end of it. The old stream's going. Still going, it's got audio. Still going. Because I'd hate to miss my last minute 1 kilo upgrade. Try a little bit of Macquarie. Oh, it comes that plane into land. That's the parachuters one, isn't it? I'm actually going to lecky across. I'm just going to get into some slightly shallower water. I just got the feeling we're in a bit deeper water. I like this half and half stuff a bit better, I reckon. Yeah, a bit of sand, bit of weed. Follow that down, eh? It's about a half a foot shallower here. Let's get out of here. We should have had a bite by now. We'll go down to the one where I got that big one at the end of the session last time. I just want to fish shallower things. I want to see them spook off. This stuff here is all just fishing on faith. If I want to fish on faith, I'll be a flathead fisherman. I can't remember where it was. There's some channel you can shortcut through.
Would have been here somewhere.
Is that there?
Yep. Watching the live footage, you stop that way. He would have been here somewhere.
I reckon we came through the rough stuff. I reckon fished a little bit of stuff here that was broken, and then we ended up was fishing a bank that was shallow and dropped into. Might have been down here somewhere.
You know, there's a spot that comes through there and then
Yeah.
comes in where it drops in. remember you going that way.
Yeah.
It's just a mess.
I remember, and then shit was, we're gonna be late. I like the sand and weed edges sort of here. They look alright to me.
A big hammerhead shark goes through you one day.
Oh, really?
I was right over towards where the boats are over there.
Yeah.
And he went right along the shallows where people are always in behind the caravan park. Top end of his tail
Just sticking out. Jesus. Alright, let's try this. That edge looks sort of alright. You know what? I reckon it could have been in that patch there where this comes around. I reckon it's had weed on the edge and then it was breaking on that sand. And option B is I'm just making shit up and can't remember anything. I should have put a GPS mark in. Let's have a fish here. Where's a road? Let me get up on it and fish back along it. That's live well, isn't it? Pumping. And it stopped, that's cool. Make sure the bilge wasn't pumping. All right. Bring it, little suckers. Oh, I had a bite. That is a good sign. Haven't had a bite for a while. Oh, there goes a big one. Yes. Spooked one. I like spooking them. Means we're in the right area. We're definitely fishing some patches like that, I reckon. We got one in that patch. And then came out here and then somehow, I don't know. I don't know, I'm just making it up. All I remember is this is exactly what I was doing on a quarter. I was like, it's a bit of weed. And then all of a sudden you flick it out of the weed and it's like, ooh, it's not weed. Where are you now, old mate? Do you want a reunion? Ah, try it. All right, once we get on this sand. Feeling good about the sand. Gee, busy old lake on a Saturday, haven't it? Mm. Mm. Wow. What do they catch mainly? Yep. Oh yeah. Puckhead. You reckon? Not anymore. I like this little, that's the current pushes through there and it shortcuts through here, doesn't it? I reckon this is where we're fishing somewhere in here. I like it. Wind, current, busted up sand and weed. This is where we want to be. So what's your boat? Little Stacer. Nice. And get into all these little sneaky spots. If you run that aground, you just get out and walk. school of fish in this channel. Look at them. I wonder if they're mullet or bream. They are sitting just on here. So this is pushing in this water now. Tide running in. Hey, there goes another group of parachuters. Makes it hard, that weed, doesn't it? That's why I'm fishing the aqua now, just sort of. It's like shedding. We'll be able to get out of here too pretty easy. I'll just get it up on the pad and I think so. Fish. Yep, stick, Feels like fish, no? Yes, pike. Coming in like a bit of weed. I've got an idea. How about I don't grab that thing? How about I have to grab him? Come here. Oh, get back in there. Still managed to leave half his scales on board. All right, 34. We'll give it maybe 5 or 10 more minutes, and so we don't have to do the world's bumpiest trip back across the lake and be late. Check out the big old sea eagle there, just having a cruise. Looking for a drone to eat. Fish, probably another pike. Why, it's coming in. If you want some dewy bait. Oh, hey, he threw the lure out. Get out of there. I can keep that lure. I don't mind catching pike when brim fishing. I reckon they hang together a fair bit. Two sea eagles. I'm not much of an ornithologist, but what I think he's saying at the moment is, how you doing? How you doing, baby? Yeah. You want to come and get high with me? Come on. Big brimskis. 1, 2, 3. That's weed. Not coming out, is it? Oh man, it looks awesome. That current is there's not much part of this lake that got just a good amount of current. There it is in town. Spook one? Yeah. Oh, they're in here, I reckon. If you spent a couple of days and worked them out here, you'd probably do it real well. If you just worked out how they move on the flat, when they're shallow, when they're deep, what they do when it's windy. It's hard to do that in half a day of pre-fish. I'm having one more cast and then I'm going to pack the boat up and you can keep going while we're packing the boat. Because I'll hit the deck on the other side and have to go straight to weigh and fish, so apologies for bailing. I'll just get there, put the poles down, say, see ya. Be weighing fish for the next hour. I'll weigh in before the weighing starts. That's the easiest thing for me to do. It's the easiest. It's not a record-breaking bag by any means. I once caught on one of these stick minnows down in Salts Bay a 3.5 kilo tailor. I chased that sucker around for about half an hour to get it back. Hooked him on the outside of the face. I got it. It's like, you're not getting that lure, you bastard. It was on a pre-fish day. It's like, you can't have it. All right. Oh, Jesus. That's quite vertical, isn't it? Oh, mate's got it on. There are the parachuters coming down. For the live stream viewers, we're about to head back to the weigh-in. We've got a 2 o'clock session, so I'm going to, as soon as I finish packing these rods, I'm going to terminate that weigh-in. So thanks for joining us today. Sorry I busted in the middle. It seems to be busting in the middle occasionally nowadays. But we got some fish. It was better than Gippsland, eh? Better than Gippsland. Tell you what else was better than Gippsland, getting kicked in the nuts this year. It can be a special place. This year was not a special place for me. What a mess. What a mess that is too. There's just no way that's getting sorted out until tonight. Sit there. All right, let's get out of here. Let's not be late. So live stream viewers, I'm checking out now. We'll catch you, go to the ABT website. You can see